So, Zero B, if you want to freeze to the next level, leave them there so you do a power drop. And no bones will be broken from this because I'm lifting and raising and going with the momentums of my mind and talking how I want to say it. How I surf this waves of clouds like an eagle. I don't care how I say it because I own it. I love it how I breathe every moment, every idea, every second. I split moments. Show no weakness. You know you got to have a flow when you jump from the air. Shoot it and don't mind. You know you got to put a target where you go with the mind and the flow. The time and the body clock got to be in a power position to land. This pose of the scales of the Lord to be spoken for me. Do you see me as a saint when I smack it up and twist it up like a smackhead? You know you got to have it this way, like a drug. Can you see how I speak and how I go with the momentum to say what I want to say when I want to say it, how I say it, in a freestyle to see a warrior on its way, slaughtering the system like I was born for this. A sucker, a vampire, I was there for slaying them from the beginning of time. Curse this way, and you're not rich because you're laying in your grave on your counter. I know why you paid your way, and I know how you go every flow, every time, every moment I speak. I say a miracle when I go with the stars. I got the bottle of the holy way to see. I got a better way to go. Develop a way no one has, an alien. This flow of mine, I got to speak the moments I got to say. How I go with this blasphemy of the mind to say I got no brain damage to go or the flow with it all the way. I got to go the moment, I got to ride, I got to drive. I got to have the mode to be a G and an X to go. This got to be calculated on the moment you go with it. You got to say where the title leads, where you go with the moment you got to say. You got to go and do it and say it and spray it, and you got to grow it with the love to see this blossom all the way. I got my mind and I want to speak when I want to go. I got to say when I got to say when I got to say it. This momentum of my mind, I don't care anymore. I can see stars going around, a chest pounding on me and the demons just laying cold. I know this coding blaze to take it to the next level and go even further than that to see above the stars. I take a hover car in my mind, I take it all the way, and that's the flow I want to take. I got to Zero Beef way to spread it all the way. You got to open it and see this wave of Barbies, just laying there in their graves. I got to take this pain and the suffering away before it's too late. People say me, I am the criminal who needs to take it like a rabbit need to know to flow to the head, to cook down in my table dinner to make, to hunt this way of the mind, and this moment of my life's gonna matter to me and my loved ones, to know this treasure moments I respect and got honor to show this head how it rose off the mind, to put the trigger to the temple, to know I'm still here, to travel like a ghost, ghostly presence of shadows surrounding me. I got to go with the moment and I got to say what I got to say. When the moment comes, I got to say it once again to these ideas of the mind, how it spreads open a black experience, but I'm saying out experience because I want to say it the way I want to say it. I shine this light, hologramic, I know it takes the way of the Sandman away from me. I know I can instinct put together a flow of time, a moment to talk, a space, a dimension of my mind to break. I know this moment of life is very treasured and is honored by everybody, and this diseases come from sex and violence. You don't want to spray this in a family, man, because I want to live, I want to soar high, I want to fly, I want to go to space and breathe a vacuum space in my air of my lungs, to go all the way, the momentum to know I take it at frozen level and I make the light system work my way. I love it how skies are clear for me to see the blue, and thus clouds are welcome. Those fluffy ones come from heaven's light, delight, acknowledgement all the way. This appetite of destruction. I know what it means to be a child of the light. I know this waves of the mind, how it's speaking and spoken, how you say it, how you want to say it, got to be treasured at the moment, at the spot, every single idea, the moment it comes your way. This title of mine, how I put it together, how I see this mind twisting around words of lyrics, of grammar to say to the world how you wrap this away. We're a free style of MCing to see this mind where it leads and every way to shut those doors today. So I gotta split dimension to know I gotta reach there from here to there, here and here to there, all the way. I'm gonna make my mind up and go from 2 to 4 to 1, 360 decorations all the way. Open the door and put the cheers of bottles of champions to know you're in the top of the stars today, and you're not gonna be taken down from a bitch way like this all the way into your mind and how you make your bed. So don't worry about the little kids, don't worry about a little time. Have a love time and enjoy yourself today, because you know this treasure is moments. It's a creation of a passion, a pour in your heart, taking in vain this violence to know I know what my mind is, my body is made of, and body type needs to go to put for the pain of no game, to have the gain of pain, to know I know my mind it wanders this way. I know I gotta rip it, I know I gotta break it, you know you gotta fix it, you know you gotta sleep it, you gotta rest it, and you know this levels are raising it and freezing you there, because you know a moment of my heart just takes away. This mementos, I go with the flow and the time, the momentum to go. The words when it spreads from my lyrics of my mouth, when I spray it like this with my breath, sounds like candy and suck it like a lollipop every single day. Because I know I gotta put it and take it like a man, and I know that's what my honey is saying to me, because I got the start, literally the stallion way. I love it so much, this adrenaline pumps through my system when she treats me and say I am so great and appreciated for you today. And I'll show you my appreciation by how you treat you, how you get this laid, and we make a bed to arch to get luck to here today. You know, this flow of mine keeps going and going and twisted and twisted. I have this violence way of positions. I know I gotta give it to show it how these miracles work, all the way to my mind explode and see that explosion relax me today.